But we have women in mass, the majority of women that are giving themselves to these low-quality Tyrones, Pookies, and Ray Rays that don't care when there's good men that are right around you, but you don't want him because he's corny.
And only one influences the outcome of your relationship. Like the man sleeping with multiple women, it's not going to influence the outcome of his relationship, but it sure as hell is going to influence the outcome of hers for her future husband.
But we now live in a time. So that makes it okay, though? But we live in a time.
No. What makes what okay? What makes what okay? Men sleeping around? No, sweetheart. Don't worry about what the men are doing. You worry about what you're doing. Women are out here telling us, how dare you turn us into hoes? We don't turn y'all into hoes. You turn yourself into hoes. You turn yourselves into hoes.
Where we can watch all of these TikTok videos with these street interviews, and the guys are asking girls about what have you done, what have you got to confess, and these girls are saying they've been ran through, they've had 5 guys in one night.
Woo!
And we've now got to the point. Yeah, we've got to the point.
Do you believe that sex outside of marriage is wrong?
Oops.
So yes, but yeah. But do you still partake? Yes, right. So in modern culture, it's relevant, right?
Then you're blaming culture.
I'm not blaming culture. That's the reality of it, right?
No, it's not, because people are having sex. Right, but that's you as an individual. You have individual accountability. So I don't care what culture is doing. I make a choice with my box. Culture is not going to give me STD.
Absolutely.
Culture is not going to make me. Culture is not going to take care of when I have a I'm an unwed mother.
Right.
Culture is not going to take care of those things. I am responsible for my body, my who I give my body to, who I have soul ties to. If you choose to spread your legs open in these streets, society did not make you do that. You made the choice to lay down with all of those men, and and putting it on that men need to take accountability. You chose to bust it open for that F boy or that Pookie. That is your choice.
However,
there it is. You can blame it on culture all you want to. You make the choice.
However, I'll say this. When your society tells you that something is okay, so what we've seen within the past 10 years is a spike in people that are calling themselves non-binary and trans, right? We've seen a spike in it. Why? Because the society has said it's okay to be that way.
Yes, Sarah, but it is still their choice. Like, you can be influenced all you want to. It comes down to you. And here's another thing. People are born with an inherent understanding of the difference between right and wrong. We are born with that. This is why when you ask women what their body counts are, they always bristle, because they know the higher their body count, the lower their value. Nobody had to tell them that. It's just something they instinctively know.
That's still their choice.
Right, it is their choice. But I'm saying we have to understand that when society says something is okay,
an impact on it.
It has an impact on individuals. Like
that's just the reality.
Because there's a reason why you don't allow your children to watch certain things on TV, right?
But you can't control society.
But society impacts you.
Yeah, I have to disagree with Sarah here. I got to disagree with Sarah here. Listen, you guys know I'm very open about my criminal record, my criminal past, right? Multiple time convicted felon, been arrested, almost 36 times, all the rest of that, right? I'm the one that made those decisions, okay? That was my fault. I became overly emotional. I let my temper get the better of me. Now, being raised essentially by a single mother who was a slave to her emotions, that certainly influenced me. It certainly had an impact on my life. But it was my decision to put my left fist through somebody's face, not my mom's. It was my decision to beat the crap out of somebody because he wouldn't give me back my keys. I take full accountability for my actions. I can acknowledge that there were some things that influenced it, but guess what? When the judge is looking at me and he says, Mr. Sharp, why have you done X, Y, and Z? Well, my mom this and my dad that. He's not going to say, all right, well, let's go ahead and get let's go get Mama and Papa Sharp in here and answer for what. No, I'm a grown-ass man to make grown-ass decisions. Take some accountability.
Live in society every single day. It has to be.
But hang on, there's a reason why you don't allow your children to watch certain things on TV. There's a reason why you don't allow your children to go around certain people. Why? Because as much as you could teach your child and say, don't do this, that's wrong, right? Your child can still be influenced, right, by a certain group of people.
But it's still your choice, even as a child. It's your choice who you surround yourself with. Like, I remember being like a kid and thinking these girls were mad, and thinking these girls were crazy. And it's like, even as a child, you have some accountability for the friends you choose to surround yourself with.
But where does accountability come from? It comes from the influences. It comes from our society.
That's not accountability. That's influence. Influence is not the same as accountability.
And all I'm saying is we can't discredit
it doesn't.
Yes, we can.
Does not come from society.
You can't do that.
I think accountability.
Yeah, we can.
I don't agree.
Accountability comes from yourself and the ability to take.
Where is that shaped from, though?
But listen,
how do you know what is good or what you should decide?
Every woman that has laid down with the 5 to 10% man, there is another woman who was raised in similar circumstances or worse that made a different decision.
Whoops.
So that's where your accountability is, because you can have all the excuses, society, everybody, all of this, but there is another person out there that made a different and a better choice. Just because you were born in that, then you have to say, why did they make a better choice and I chose to do this? So if one person in the world made a better choice than you, then you have to say society didn't influence them. Society didn't do this. Why am I so weak? Why am I so unaccountable that I want to blame everyone else? If one person has made a better choice than you, then you need to rise to the cream of the crop. But so many of us are at the bottom. We want to be like everybody else. We want to be regular. We want to be below average, and we don't strive for excellence in anything that we do.
Who creates society?
God damn. I might have to subscribe to Melanie. This bitch is, I mean, dude, this bitch is I mean, she's dropping straight fire. God damn.
I think we're missing something.
The 1% of men do.
No, I'm saying, who passes on culture in a family?
Exactly. And
that's
one thing that we're missing.
We're
talking about the individual and we're talking about society. We have completely neglected the home and the family because I would argue that if an older woman had told this younger lady or any younger lady that this is how boys see you, if you do that, you would act differently if someone had told you that. I think men do a much better job of checking each other because men see themselves in younger men. Women see themselves as younger women.
Whoa! Wow! Straight facts! Oh, wow! Men see themselves in younger men. Women see themselves as younger women. Wow. I have never heard that before, but it is 100% correct. God damn, who is this woman?
Man.
Bars.
Damn.
She's good.
You better teach.
Hey.
Sorry, continue.
A man looks at his life in phases. He knew he was a boy. He knew he was a young man. He knew he was, a bachelor. And then he's like, I'm ready to set it down. A woman doesn't do that. A woman still thinks, even though I'm 40 or 50 or whatever, I can still twerk like a little girl. I can still wear revealing clothing. I think there's something.
Shit.
Sorry, go on.
My goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Yo, this bitch is cooking.
Savannah James. Let's
Damn.
talk about Savannah James.
Wouldn't you guys agree that women pass on the culture in a family?
Yes, they always do because they're around the kids the most. Women pass on the culture in the family because they're around the kids the most, at least in the beginning.
Depends on
like women are
the
women
Just women, Pearl.
What?
Yeah, I'm like,
women?
but should they?
I would say men build
Should they? It doesn't matter whether they should.
societies. Women pass on the culture typically.
There you go.
They do.
And so by that logic, if the culture's bad, whose fault is it?
Bingo. It's moms.
And who's breaking up homes, men or
You said
women?
a whole
Women.
word right there, Maggie.
So and if we're growing up in a family that doesn't, in a society that doesn't value family, whose fault is it?
No, I think that's women. No,
Test.
I
Women.
agree.
They're breaking up the homes.
We actually done something on that, and I actually said if the woman's not right, because she's the first teacher of children, right? So if the woman's not right, the society's not going to be right. Because if you're the first teacher of the children, as women, you spend most of the time with the children. Mm-hmm. So if you are the one that is constantly and consistently around the children, then the child's not going to be right. And the childs are the ones that go out into society
That's
and
sorry.
do that.
I think I actually heard you say it, Pearl, before. That's the thing. In single mother homes, that's when kids do bad. You always need a father figure in the home to be able to coach and teach the child how to be disciplined and accountable in life.
Yep.
There are some, though, in single mothers. We have these outliers like LeBron James.
Ooh.
Single mother. family, and even his wife's.
Oh, okay. So, LeBron James, right? So, LeBron is a rare success story. Just like every other professional athlete. There are a good number. I don't know what the number of professional athletes in America who are raised by single mothers, but enough of them exist to where we know who they are. Dylan Brooks, who can't shut the hell up. He's always emotional, getting into fights. Single mother. Right? But LeBron James didn't succeed because of a single mom, Gloria. No, he succeeded in spite of her. So yes, LeBron is an outlier, but let's not make any mistake about the fact that Gloria James is not the reason LeBron is successful. No, LeBron is the reason LeBron is successful. Gloria James actually made the wise decision of allowing LeBron to live, I think, with his basketball coaches because she didn't have a pot to piss in. Good on Gloria, but she's not the reason he succeeded. Call it an outlier if you want to. He succeeded in spite of his mother.